so excited today. Happy Sunday to all of you out there. We are about to have a fun ride today. Our topic today is straight Outta Compton. And on the grill, we got Fringe benefits. And you know, I love setting up every episode with a quote that lays the groundwork for an interesting and provocative conversation. So here's the quote. To all upcoming artists, make sure you got paperwork and a damn lawyer. And that comes from our special guest today. And if that ain't clear, I don't know what else is. I think that sets us up nicely to talk, express, relate, and connect with our special guest, West Coast DJ Yella is in the backyard. What's up?
Wow. What's up? What's up?
You got it going on. I'm so excited to have you because you are a part of the West Coast legacy. And when I DM'd you and you was like, yeah, I'll get down with you, I was just like blown back because a lot of, Los Angeles, everybody's spiff got going on or whatever. So it's really hard to find very real ones. Yeah. And you're a real one. And I'm so excited.
You know, it's so crazy because we've been doing this a long time. I mean, almost 40 years, 35, I don't want to say how long, but yeah, it's been 35 years since I've been messing with this entertainment and all that. And I learned without the fans, without people like you, I wouldn't be on none of this stuff. Never. It would not. That's how it is.
I'm a fan and been following all your work. And when I had heard that you was coming out with your untold story, which I have in front of me, which you guys out there got to get this book. I'm telling you, because it really puts a lot of the pieces together. Yeah. Because with the movie Straight Outta Compton, it was good, but to dig into the individual lives of each one of you guys, they couldn't do that in one movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Too much. Way too much.
So to be able to read the book and read your journey through it, I'm telling you, it was so intriguing and so much fun.
Oh, so you like the book?
I love the book.
Oh, really?
I love the book. Yes. And I need the hard copy because they didn't have the hard copy at
You gotta just email me your address and I will send you one.
Okay. And you'll autograph it for me.
I'm going to autograph.
All right.
You want me to come with the book too?
Look, now, if we wasn't dealing with this COVID stuff, DJ Yella, I would definitely want you to come to the yard. Yeah. But we're put on timeout because we just didn't listen. And
definitely. Oh no, we are. The whole world, not just us here, all around the world.
Right.
And nobody has power to do that but one person.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, who controls our steps? And it's nobody that looks like you and I. And it seems like once we realize that, that's when our lives truly come together in a way that's magical.
Oh yeah.
I really, really know that you know that as well.
Yeah. That's all I know now. That's what
I'm saying. It's so amazing to be part of such a legacy. So let's get into this because, like I said, when I got the opportunity to get the book, I just immediately was intrigued by the way it was set up. So first question that I have for you is, what compelled you to tell your own story?
Well, I know who it is. It was nothing but God, because I have never opened a novel, any kind of book in my life. I never read one, never peeked in one. I just did my school 1 to 12. I did mine and I was good. You don't read books in high school or none of that. But it just came to me. He wanted me, it's my testimony. That's what it is. From 4 or 5 years old till 2020. And it's amazing because I know it was him, but I remember details. I mean, detail just in a row. I just started and just flowed. It took 1.5 years, the whole pandemic.
Wow. Wow. So you had a chance to really think about your journey and be able to tell it in a way for people like me to regurgitate it.
Yeah.
And the thing that I wanted to ask you too is like, how did you being a part of your brother's top 40 band influence you to know what part of this business that you had a certain talent in?
You know what's so crazy? When I just played the drums for the first time, I just got on the drums and played. I could play. No teacher, no nothing. So I guess it's in my family blood because a couple of my older brothers can play drums and stuff. And I just played the drum, but I didn't like it at that time because it wasn't no fun. It was just going over the same songs over and over all the time. I got tired of it.
Right.
And I was in maybe junior high, late junior high or early high school, one of them. And that really I wasn't thinking about music. I still didn't think about music. Even when I was in the band, drum major, I still didn't think about it. Even when I DJ'd just a couple of little times, I didn't call it DJing, but it was technically, but I never dreamed about music, none of that stuff. It never came to my mind.
Wow. Because in all honesty, learning how to play the drums is the nucleus of everything. It gives you your rhythm. It gives you the ability to go any kind of way.
It's the heart of the music.
Yeah. So the fact that you started there, I just was intrigued by that. I was like, wow, you guys were already doing music in the garage. Now, how important was the garage to the development of all of your brothers? Because the garage, it had so many definitions and purposes that it served, not only for you and your family, but also for the hood. So let's talk about.
I mean, it was like an orphanage or something, you know. My mother would just let people sleep in there, you know, all the time. I mean, they would be one person, I remember being there 1 year, 2 years, and next one 5, 6 years, you know, it was just something about that garage. I remember I learned a lot in that garage. I learned Fringe benefits in that garage.
Right.
Wow.
I mean, not only that, it just serves so much. It was like a clubhouse to you guys. It was just like a shelter for the other people in the hood that didn't have a permanent place. And it also was where you guys cultivated so much of your talent.
You know, I touched something and I don't know what's going on. I can't see you. I can hear you, but I don't know how to get back to you.
There should be the video down the bottom. You don't have the video there?
Oh, I got it. Okay.
There. So can you see me now?
Yeah, I'm new to this.
Yeah, me too. And it really sucks because it's like a delay between what me and you would be able to convey if we were together.
Now give me that question again.
I said in reference to the garage, I mean, it just had so many important meanings and it contributes so much. It was a clubhouse for you guys. Yeah. It was a shelter for some of the people,
most fortunate people,
that your mother had helped get on their feet. And it also was a place where everybody discovered their talent, it seemed.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, it's just crazy. It's just, I remember when I was little and my brother and them used to play in there and I can hear it because my room was like right near it and I could just hear it and I'm just listening and I'd be playing on my little broken toy, but I would get the beat. And then that day when I walked in there and got on the drums, I just played the drums. Yeah. Nobody taught me, nobody told me nothing. I was just like, wow, crazy. Okay. It was just in me to play the drums. And it just so much started there. It's just amazing. It's amazing that I could still remember all that stuff.
Yeah. But those are the things that really allow us to discover who we are. And like you and I were saying up at the top, there's no mistakes in this.
Yeah.
You're chosen to do certain things in your life based on your gifts.
Oh, yeah.
And it seems like we travel through our whole life trying to find out what that gift is, and it's sitting right in front of you.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
So-
just some people, our gift is this, but they want to do this. I'm going to do this. God bless this. No, this is what you got. You got to listen. You have to really listen. I done learned so much over life. I didn't know I had that much life when I wrote the book. It is 93,800 words. And I'm like, ooh, I never spoke that many words.
Yeah. And you used all of them eloquently.
Really?
Yes. In a way that people like me, because like you,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really one of those that wants to cozy with a book and have a sip of tea.
Yeah.
I want something that's going to engage me and bring me along the journey. And
Oh, okay.
I felt like you put me in the front seat. I was riding shotgun, and it was me and you on these streets in LA. And I loved it.
Wow.
I wanted to ask you a more serious question. Your brother Michael, who you lost.
My brother Keith.
Keith, yeah. Who accidentally had gotten
by his best friend.
Yeah.
Best friend. I remember the evening when I used the bathroom, he was in there and I walked out. He said, "Hey, wash your hands." I looked at him like it was crazy. But till this day, I wash my hands.
Wow.
I mean, that one thing I learned, and then later that night, the first time I ever slept on the end of my mother's bed.
Wow.
And then about 2:00, I heard one shot.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up and I heard it. I didn't know what it was until the next morning.
Right.
I mean, his friend had an old revolver, and he's sitting in front of the mirror, just like a movie, shooting at.
Right.
Oh no, that one particular shot might have been the sixth shot.
Mm-hmm.
My brother happened to go across. I guess it was twin beds, and he was in between looking at the mirror. So my brother happened to go across, got him right in the neck.
Jeez.
And he was still alive when the police came and said there was an accident.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy been white hair ever since. I mean, pure Moses looking white hair.
Yeah.
Because they was best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't wish that on nobody.
No, because like I said, even though it was an accident, those are the things that will haunt us if we don't have the courage to face it dead on. We got to learn how to forgive ourselves too in our journey.
Yeah. We don't even forgive people, so we got to learn that too.
Right. So, but first, that forgiveness has to take place in us in order for us to understand how not forgiving others is a labor on our spirit. Mm-hmm. And so I hate to hear that he's labored with it, but I wanted to specifically ask you because of the fact that interaction with your brother, again, always reminded you about how important it was to wash your hands, which I thought was kind of...
Which is just a simple thing, but till this day now, we must wash our hands.
Yeah. And you have an affinity with bathrooms. So I just feel like...
I know you read the book.
I love it.
Wow.
I don't want to give that away, but I just want to say to the audience, like, everything that we do, it affects us in the most incredible ways.
Just like a parent promising something to their kids. Don't promise nothing to your kid. Just, I'm going to try or whatever. Don't say I'm going to do it. Because I hated my daddy for 25 years. 25 years.
Wow.
Over a gold chain.
Wow.
He promised it, and I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But kids hold that stuff.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like some people are still waiting for their dad to visit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, sitting by the window waiting.
Yeah. I mean, kids, people don't understand this. Kids learn everything.
Yes.
Racism is you're not born. You taught that. You taught this. You taught this. They remember everything.
Yeah.
Cussing, bad words, or being nice, or being, hi, Miss Jones, hi, Mr. Jones, whatever. Kids learn this stuff. So you got to really watch it with your kids because however you act, they gonna act.
Yes. And that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
We learn that from our examples.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's significant too. We got to get back into that culture that your mother and my mother instilled in us, like respecting the neighbors.
Oh, well, you know, these kids nowadays, hey, Dorothy, hey, man, ain't no more miss this, miss. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
It's kind of, woo, these kids are something else.
Yeah, I know, but we got to not let them take us over. We got to make sure that we sit them back down and get back to respect. And,
But once you get past that point, you ain't going to get it back.
No.
You're not going to get it back. It just, woo, that's why you got to do it early.
Yeah. Very
early. Touching that.
Start.
Pop them. They know. Yeah. Next time they try to grab something that ain't supposed to be touching.
No.
Yeah. I mean, you got to. Yeah, if not, they be like, I'll dial 911 on you.
And call the popo on that. Yeah. And then we go to jail. But another thing, I want to talk to you about Eve After Dark. Who did you meet at Eve After Dark, and how did that change the direction of your career?
Because I remember just before the Eve, I wanted to be a fireman.
Okay.
I don't know why, a fireman. So I went to the fire station and I found out you can't fill out an application there. So that was over. That career was over right there. I'm like, okay, that's done. And then a buddy of mine named Cool Hand Luke, I helped him with a party, maybe one or two dances. Then he took me to the Eve After Dark, and I met Lonzo, the owner, and then a guy named Unknown DJ, which later on produced Ice-T's first song, 6 in the Morning.
Right.
So it's the same person, and we just kind of clicked. And this was years before Drake came, at least 3 years, at least. So I was in the trenches already, and it just, the DJ, and I'm like, okay, this was cool, you know. But the crazy thing is, when I started DJing, the main DJ there was named Dr. Rock.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that name for coincidence name, Dr. Rock.
Right.
You know, I ain't gonna say other than my buddy's name, but he was there one night. When I got there, he left town.
Okay.
So I was pushed in the prime spot. And I was like, okay, you know, I kind of like this. I felt more like a star DJ, because we had a club, the Wrecking Crew, Eve After Dark, and we had it every Friday and Saturday. Sometimes Sunday if it's a holiday on Monday. So we did our thing all year round. We wasn't like other DJs where they get a party once every blue moon. And no, we was every week. So felt like a star. But a lot of things kind of was created during them early days. Because think about it, there was no TikTok, no University of YouTube and Google and all this. We had to do everything from scratch.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes. And that is so funny, because the part that I really like, because back in that time, that's when you had to make your own mixtapes.
Yeah.
You had to really get your work out of there. Do you want to share with us how you really got your stripes at Eve After Dark?
Oh, yeah.
Taking down somebody else's.
Yeah. See, the Wrecking Crew back then, it wasn't music. It was a DJ crew, like they do, I guess, in New York and stuff. So it was a DJ crew, and they told me, hey, why don't you go snatch down all the other promoters' posters?
Right.
Okay. He said, but put the snatch on it. I said, what is that? You just tear the bottom with the date and where it is, and this is leave their name.
Right.
So that make a person real mad. So, okay. He said, bring down Uncle Jam Army. That was the natural rival for the Wrecking Crew. He said, bring down them. So I went out with my buddy Big Chuck, which is 6'4". 6'7". Wow. You know, tall, you know. So I went out and put a snatch on every poster there was in the whole city of LA. Wow. I'm just like, everybody. And then I remember running into these guys. Now I know they was from Uncle Jam Army. This was the leader of them.
Okay.
And I'm standing there with their posters in my hand, looking at them, me and my buddy Chuck, and they looking at us. They said, what you doing? And we snatching down these posters.
Right.
So we talk a little bit. know I have a 5-pound staple gun, which is about 1.5 feet long. It weighs about almost 10 pounds, a staple gun, because it's like a hammer. And I'm just standing there, Chuck got one. Okay, you talk a little bit more, you're going to get stapled right here. So we end up, I earned my colors or whatever it would be. But I was just down and I just did it. Didn't think about it. I just did it. And from there, I just was just moving, just gaining, growing, all this stuff.
Right. And that wouldn't that be cool now if we could solve our beefs and competition with just taking down their posters? That was the good old days. Now you going down under 9 feet under, like you're losing your life over stuff that just don't make any sense. You
over a couple of words or something.
Like, so I just wanted you to share that, to let the audience know, like, we got to get back to the friendly competition. Like, I don't want to kill you, I just want to be just a tad bit better than you. That's That's it. Yeah. That is crazy. But you know what, DJ Yella? I think that sets us up nicely to go to the grill. Let's burn some stuff up. I wanted to talk to you about fringe benefits, because in business that we do, we can never get our money, but these fringe benefits, boy, woo,
always around.
Ain't they? So let's talk about it. You can kick it off. Let's talk about it, because I think, in my opinion, these fringe benefits is what blinds us in this industry, really. Because they're so busy digging in our pockets, but providing us with all the bells and whistles, the girls, the drugs, the Gucci purse. It's like, you can get all those things, but where my money at, yo?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, we learned the hard way many of times. Paperwork, publishing, producer, artists, we didn't know all this stuff. I mean, it's a shame. I mean, but me in the record crew days, wasn't really no money. And I was just like, I can meet her. And, I said, these are fringe benefits.
Yes,
this comes with the package. This comes with the package, and I have been through a lot. I ain't gonna throw myself too much under the bus, but I've been through a lot.
Yeah. And I really like the way you talk about your fringe benefits in the book, because you don't name no names. What you do is you just say, hey, what can I call her? Like, I can call her Crazy P. And then you allow me as the reader to define what that P means to me. Like, for instance, if I'm having a pineapple, I would say that's Crazy Pineapple. So you allow us to kind of create our own vision of what those fringe benefits were for you. You didn't go into detail. You didn't disrespect anybody. And I just want to say thank you for that, because as a woman, our stuff is always splashed.
I mean, see, that was my thing. I love women. So I wasn't against them or want to dictate them no, I love women. That was my drug back then.
Yeah.
That was also my money back then too.
But that's what I'm
I didn't have the cash. I might get myself in trouble here.
Yeah. We don't want to go too far with that. I just want to stay with the fact that we are so blinded by these fringe benefits.
Yeah.
For instance, and we don't realize as artists along the way that everything has a price attached. So meet the person in a record company, and they and let's just talk about, DJ Yella, how they use those fringe benefits to keep our mind off of our money and get a lawyer. What ways do they do that? Explain a little bit of how you've been fringe benefit out instead of getting your money.
I think I'm more fringe benefit myself. I wasn't offered anything. I heard of things like that, bring the girls to the studio and all that. We never had women in the studio. Rarely. Only if we used them for a talking part on the song or something. It wasn't like the movie was, where the women drinking. We didn't do all that. We was in there to work.
Yeah.
But me, Fringe benefit was just, okay, I ain't really making no money here, so I'll venture this way, that way. But I have heard companies sending, women to keep their artist mind off of whatever they supposed to be thinking, like
a check,
the paperwork.
Yeah.
Where's your lawyer? Where's this? It's so much to the music business that I and all of us have learned the hard way.
Yeah.
You had to learn from mistakes.
You
had to make some mistakes to learn. Sometimes we didn't learn. We made a mistake. Made a mistake. What? Made a mistake.
Yeah.
I have done it many of times, but
yes.
I mean, fringe benefits could be buying an artist a Bentley, a Rolls Royce. So what, don't know that money is coming out of your money. All this. Oh, okay, I want to stay in this city for a week. Give me a condo. All that comes out of their money.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yep. They always lunching on somebody's money. Believe that when you out eating and drinking and cha-cha-cha, that's coming out of somebody's budget. Yeah. And I don't understand as artists, like, we like you, we love you and everything, but we need to eat too. And I'm not saying it's not fair. I'm just saying that this business is one of, if you do have a weak point, we fit the dog walk you in it. Like, you like women, here they go. If you like drugs, here it goes. If you a label chaser, here it goes. All of that. And I just think that a lot of artists getting in this game don't realize that. They really think that the record company or the owner or the manager or whatever really be loving them. And that's not it. You getting love confused with business. This is business.
It's all about the money. It's about nothing else. It's about the money. It's about, it used to be record sales. Now it's downloads, and plays, and it's all about the money. That's how. That's a shame, but that's how it is. Back then, a handshake was the thing. That's what we did. Yeah. But that was more because we friends or like brothers, like brothers. But nowadays you gotta, I gotta have paperwork before I even to let you hear this and let you see this or let you read. I'm just like, NDAs. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so technical now. Nowadays, it's really hard. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know about their publishing. The writers of the music. Music is 100% words, 100% music. So that's 200% right there. Right. That's going somewhere. And whoever owns the publishing owns the song. That's it. Basically. That's it. If a movie want to come, these movie companies getting these songs, paying you $100,000, $50,000, whatever. Whoever owns that publishing gets it. But are they using the original masters? Yeah. That's different. That's another different thing. Or is somebody just replaying it? The person that owns the writers will get that. But the one, if they play like our movie, we use like original songs. So, we all get paid again. All the producers, all the artists, everything. So you gotta know your stuff. You gotta have a lawyer.
Like we said at the top, that's why I had to give him that quote. Because if you ain't showing nothing else within this book, you are basically teaching all of us paperwork and being lawyered up is a necessity so that you can come up. I mean, that's just what it is. And you know what, DJ Yella, I think we burnt up Fringe benefits. So we need to take it off the grill. Let's take it off the grill because, I'm having too much fun with that. Because, man, will we ever get our money? So how did you meet Dr. Dre?
I met him I was DJing in the Eve After Dark. I think I've been there somewhere between 2 to 3 years. And then a guy from the neighborhood, a big baller, brought this little skinny kid. I'm DJing this. I remember it was a Friday night and I'm DJing. He knocked on the DJ booth door and he said, I want to battle. I'm like, you know who I am? Who I be? This little skinny kid want to battle me? Right. But the thing was, we never battled, but we clicked right there, just like brothers. Like he was like a little younger brother for me. Yeah. I mean, we just really really clicked, and it just to this day, it's been good.
From there.
Oh yeah.
Something about that amplifier at that Lock High school.
Oh yeah.
You came with the amp. You came with the amp.
I think that's what sealed
the
our
deal
friendship.
for your relationship.
Yeah, because I just happened to be in the club. I don't know why. I'd never been in the club in the daytime.
Right.
And he came up there and said he's doing a dance at Lock High. And his music went out. So I got him the amp. I said, here you go. You can take where's your car?
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you get here? You walked from Lock, which was about 2 miles at least.
Right.
I'm like, what? So I took him up there, hooked it up. His music got back on, and we had been best friends at the time. Good. I mean, we was like bread and water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, whew, just like Jack, Bacardi, and Coke goes together. That's how he was ever since that day.
Yeah.
Ever since that day.
Yeah. Because he found out you wasn't a hater. You see what I mean? Because that's what haters do. They don't help people that may be interested in the same thing that they do. And that's what the problem is in the business now. Too many haters, instead of realizing what's for you, nobody can take that from you, yo. If it's meant for you, then you'll have it. And that's the way we need to think. And our culture got that all wrong, man.
Oh, yeah.
We got it all wrong then, and we got it all wrong now.
I put it like this. The person that's doing good, they got the cookies, chocolate chip cookie. They got the batter. They got the recipe.
Yes.
But they don't pass it around. They don't even want you to hold it. Don't look at my cookies. I may give you a crumb here and there.
Right.
That's what's wrong with us.
Yes.
You don't look at other cultures.
Yeah.
They get together, they buy houses, do all this stuff. Us, what he got, what he driving. But we've been taught that. I don't know where it came from, but that's what
Billy Lynch
ruined us. We are ruined behind that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We still on that Willie Lynch slave type mentality. That hasn't changed, and even down to the gold chains.
Yeah.
You knew what a gold chain really was, would you rock it? Especially that thick, as if they can just put a lock on it and chain it to the person next to you. Come on, y'all. Y'all need to start reading y'all history and knowing what's up for real, because that's just ridiculous. So how did N.W.A get together?
It was
together.
It was because we was in the wrecking crew, me and Dre, and we was getting toward the end of that era.
Okay.
But we was making no money.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't know nothing about the publishing, artists, all this producer. We didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
At all. So we wasn't making any money. Only from live shows.
Uh-huh.
And then I remember I had to get a job. Me being a valet.
Yeah.
A valet with a pink shirt on and a pink bow tie. And, how do you doing, ma'am? May I help you?
Oh my goodness, I'm downloading that.
That was just, oh my God. I did that for 3 months. And during that time, Dre had E, he already knew E, and he had E do Boys in the Hood. Because it was originally meant for an East Coast group, but they couldn't understand our language or our style. So somehow he convinced E to do it. And he did the song. And I remember Dre telling me, hey, this is what we finna do now. The Ruthless stuff. Are you coming?
Right.
Yeah. I just quit. 3 months. I remember doing that for 3 months, and that's it. Yeah. I said, okay, and that's how it started. Because Cube was always already around the wrecking crew, because he was in another little group called CIA, which was with Jinx, which is Dre's nephew. Yes, Dre's nephew. So that's how Cube, and then E knew Ren, and Dre knew both of them from the neighborhood they was from. So that's how it all started right there.
Wow.
And it didn't know what's so crazy. It never was paperwork and none of that stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't do any paperwork until, so say this is like late 86. We didn't do any paperwork until the middle of our tour in 89.
Wow.
So that means we did the JJ Fad's gold album, gold single first. Easy Does It, the Easy's album, double platinum. Straight Outta Compton, double platinum. And we were just doing the work. We weren't thinking about it because we all friends. You know, we all buddies, like a family. Yeah. We just doing our work, but we had no paperwork at all. So that's why Cube left after the tour. He didn't sign it. And this would happen when I signed, which most of us signed. We on the middle of the tour. We go, just like in the movie, going to hell, you know, I ain't gonna say his name, Mr. Manager's room, you know, it's kind of dark. You got a check for $75,000. Right. $75,000 back in '89 to us or to me?
Money.
I picked up the contract. It was about that thick. I turned it over, signed it.
Right.
No reading, no nothing.
No lawyer.
I mean, we were just young, you know, didn't know nothing. We had to learn as we went.
Yes.
And some people think, oh, it's E beating us. No, it wasn't E beat. E was getting beat. He didn't even know he was getting beat. It was the Mr. Manager. Yeah. The problem was, okay, Mr. Manager, you get 20% of the group. That's cool. Great. But you also get 20% of the label. Yeah. So now you're making more than we're making. So that's the problem right there. Yeah. So now it looked like E's dirty, but I'm quite sure Mr. Manager, sign this. He don't know what he's signing. Yeah. All he know is millions of dollars is coming in. And we was like the new Motown. Yeah. Everything we touched, platinum, gold. I mean, we getting distribution deals like it was nothing. Like new socks. Wow. JJ Fad had a deal. I did a group called Yomo Market. They had a deal. There's another group had a deal. You know, so many deals. And yeah. I mean, it was just, wow. so remarkable because you guys are West Coast, man. When we think about the West Coast and how that era with all of you guys working together, it just changed the direction of hip hop. Yeah. So in your opinion, how did that feel to when you were writing your book to just realize all the work, the journey, everything that you put in it to even be able to live to talk about it? Yeah. Yes. You know? I'm surprised I survived. But I already know what it is. Yeah. God had me going to a certain place. Yeah. Wanted me to pass my testimony. Yeah. Because my book was wrote not for money. It was wrote to show how good God was. Yes. When I wasn't even thinking about him, didn't know nothing about him, and wasn't looking for him. Yes. And he still came and got me. Yeah. And I was homeless. Nobody knows I was homeless until you read the book. Homeless. And I still wasn't looking for him. Yeah. I didn't know you could talk to God. What do you mean you could talk? You know, I didn't know nothing. Nobody ever witnessed to me. You need to go to church. You're going to heaven. Nobody. Right. God didn't allow that to happen. Right. Until 2012, when I got saved. Wow. And it was amazing how I got saved. Woo. Everything about your journey has been, it's come from places and areas that you never dreamed it would. Oh, yeah. That's why this book is so freaking good, because it just reminds us of how not in control we are of our destiny and the opportunities that present themselves in ways that we don't see them if we're not looking for them, if we can't hear, if we don't slow down to take self-inventory of who we are. And that's why I think that this book is so refreshing. You're the first one out of the group to actually write one, their own book. I actually wrote all of it. All I had was this girl from Atlanta. She's an English major, and she listened to me and just typed it.
Wow.
Word phrased it, make sure that, correction. That's all. I just in the story. And then after a while, I stopped talking to her on the phone. I started texting it. Mm-hmm. Long text.
Wow.
Boom.
Okay.
And I sent it. She said, it's better that I was texting it because, she didn't have to stop me to try to correct. You want to say that? Because some stuff she left out, we left out. I just like, but I want to put, she said, you shouldn't put that in there. The Me Too going to get you. Yeah. So I had to leave all that out.
And she was smart for saying that. Like I said to you when I referred earlier, the way that you talk about your benefits and stuff like that allows you, first of all, not to hurt anybody's feelings. Or anything like that. And secondly, it was between you and that French benefit at the time. We don't, what difference does it make? Yeah. It's not like we're going to look up. Let me look up Crazy P right now in this chapter. Because it doesn't, it's not part of the journey in terms of what made you. It's part of the journey to share with us how imperfect humanity is. Oh yeah. Nobody's perfect. Right. Nobody. Right. Jeez, man. And I want to ask you also, because you matter, because you a West Coast legend, who you got for your top 5 in hip hop? Nowadays or just anything? Any era? Any era. I would have to put, I don't want to put an order, but I could say 5. I mean, just say 5. The group had 5 people. That's what I was saying. You can go easy, But I like Snoop. I like Bone Thugs. Yes. I mean, I like some East Coast too. I like Run DMC at the time. I like Grandmaster Flash at the time. So it's a bunch. I mean, I don't think 5 is enough. It's got to be like 10 or 15 or a long list. One of the things I liked about the old days, because when you hear a song just a little bit, you know where it came from. Yeah. What camp, what coast, whatever. It was just, everybody had their own sound. Yeah. Own sound, own style. It was just, that was the golden era of hip hop. Yes, it is. Late 80s, early 90s. I mean, that's right up in there. When I DJ around the world, I DJ everywhere. Mm-hmm. That's all they want to hear is that era. They don't want to hear none of this new stuff. I ain't got nothing against the new stuff. They making more money now, but they want to hear the old stuff. Yeah, because what they're making now, no disrespect, is it don't last. Yeah. Like in the golden era of hip hop, we can remember what we were doing when we were listening to Cruising Down the Street in my car. We know what we was doing then. Oh yeah. We knew what we was doing with Run DMC, Walk Away. All of those things, they are just like the Marvin Gaye and things that our parents listened to. Yeah. Because as a child, I could remember listening to Marvin Gaye and we were in the backyard having a picnic or whatever. This new music, I couldn't tell you. I don't know who's who or what's what. I mean, there's a few that stand out, but I don't know who's the heavyweight these days. I mean, Snoop is not really making songs. He's more doing everything else. So. Right. But where's the heavyweights? Because it's hard to be a heavyweight. Yeah, it is. I mean, heavyweights survive. They last, There. Oh, yeah. And think about this. There's no more groups now. No. It's all solo. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the music. I don't listen to it. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's still hip hop. Hip hop is here forever. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't planned to last but a couple of years, and now it's in all kind of music, country, rock, heavy metal. It's everywhere. Yeah. They took our sound and they ain't gonna give it back. And they running with it. Yes, boss. Like everything else in our culture, man. And that's what I'm saying. We gotta find a way to take control of our culture. You know how you do that? Man. You gotta love each other first. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from DJ Yella. Yeah, we don't. I mean, let's get back to love. Yeah. Yeah, and all of its glory. And lastly, how can we follow your movement, DJ Yella? Because I mean, I would love to talk to you for another couple more hours, but I want our audience to know how they can keep up with you, what you're doing now, how they can get your book. If you have a website, let us know. Yeah. Your Instagram, let
First the Instagram and Facebook, which I personally go on it. I don't have nobody doing it. It's DJ Yella of N.W.A. That's for both of them. And then the book, which now has a hard copy that I gotta send you.
Yes, you are.
This you can get is straight Outta Compton, My Untold Stories, Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, and at my website, I send personally autographed, and I actually mail them too.
Wow.
And it's called DJYellaofNWA.com.
Okay.
It's that simple. And we also got a t-shirt. When I do book signings, I have the book and the t-shirt.
Okay.
So it's all there. But the book is my testimony.
Yeah.
It's my testimony.
Man. And I want to go to the quote because I think that it sums up everything that we talked about, and it's so meaningful, not only as it reference to your book, but in reference to what we got to stay concentrated on when we want to be a part of this business. And the quote goes, to all upcoming artists, make sure you got paperwork and a damn lawyer. You know what I mean? Or else you're not going to be able to move forward. You're not going to be able to own your own material. So
you ain't going to have nothing.
Yeah. So
somebody else going to have it, but you won't.
Yeah. And see, that's what's sad. You got the Gucci purse, but you don't own your own work. So remember that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I just want to say to the audience, thanks so much for tuning in today. We had an amazing time with a giant, with the West Coast legend. And no, I'm saying that because I can say it. You don't got to take it. I'm just saying it. And I want to also say, make sure that you guys subscribe, share, like, and comment to all of our videos that we put up. If you guys check us out, y'all know we got OGs, we got young and upcoming artists. We really go the extra mile to teach in this podcast because we're all about growing and we're about this culture for real. And make sure you check out our website, www.rappersinmybackyard, and also we're streaming on all platforms. So if you don't want to see us, make sure you hear us, make sure that you listen, because there's always something to learn here. And I just want to say thank you to our special guest today, DJ Yella, because man,
thank you. Now, did anybody ever tell you you look like Light and sound like her?
Yes.
I was going to say, you do.
And you know what? I'll take that and I will go move forward in greatness because I respect her.
You look like the young Light. That's what you look like.
Thank you for that. That's even better. I'm rocking over here. Look, shout out to the West Coast legacy. All of those people that he mentions in the book, the world-class wrecking crew, Dr. Dre, Easy-E, the legends, you know what I mean? Ice Cube. I mean, you guys together changed the dynamic of hip hop. And like I said, you will forever, all of you guys individually be the pinnacle and the foundation of bringing hip hop to the level that it's been brought to as far as it to the West Coast, because we killed them and we still killing them, you know, and it's all up to you guys out there and letting your legends and letting the people who changed the game know how much you love them while they are here. And that's why I wanted to be able to get with DJ Yella, because I want to give him his roses right now because I love you, man. And let's talk, express, relate, and connect next Sunday at 2. Y'all know what we do. We straight out of Compton, West Coast, baby. Full life. Mwah. We love you guys. Hang with me for a minute, Yella.
We rap about relationships, entertainment, and music. You heard?